This is a pen. If I now break this pen, then that is my fault. Now, if a little baby took this pen and broke it, then it's not the baby's fault. The baby didn't know what it was doing. It didn't know that it would break, let's say, hypothetically. It's just a baby. It didn't know any better. But I knew it was a pen, and I broke it, and it's my fault. What I'm saying is that if you have sickness, then it's not your fault. We're going to talk a little bit about how sickness comes to be and how to deal with it. And when we understand that it's not our fault, which it obviously isn't, because who would want to create sickness intentionally, then we can say that we have completed step 1 in perceiving it a bit more clearly, seeing it for what it is, and thereby have better success in dealing with it. Let's say hypothetically that I have a child, and this child is growing up and being really challenged in life. The child is challenged and it is giving me heartache. Or let's say it is giving me real pain in the stomach. I just can't take it. I feel so sad for this child. I feel so overwhelmed for this child. I don't know what to do. And the years go by, and this is how I feel. And I'm not really able to feel any other way, because I'm just feeling the way I should, based on how I perceive it, based on where I think I am, who I think the child is, what I think the child is going through, what I think is needed to help the child, and maybe I can't help, and so on. There is a whole mix of ideas and thoughts going on that is creating a certain emotion, a certain blockage, a certain lack of flow. And eventually, let's say, because all these energies and feelings were so extreme, it developed cancer, let's say. Naturally, it would develop cancer. Because my energies need to flow. If they don't, then my body can't process toxins as it should, and the toxins would stagnate, build up, and cancer, which is a part of my survival system, would come in and contain the toxins. Now, these people might go to the doctor, or they might have symptoms. Maybe they feel very tired, maybe they feel pain, and they might go to the doctor. And the doctor does some checks and says, oh, you have cancer, and no one understands what cancer is, and everyone feels so sorry for this person, and this person gets really scared and feels sorry for themselves, and they start chemotherapy, or they start whatever it should be. Maybe they open it up and just cut it out. Now, it's not this person's fault that they got cancer. Not at all. They didn't choose this intentionally. It was more of an accident. But it's not so bad anyway. It's not like it was a real accident. I mean, you could do worse than that. It's just life. You know, what they have been going through there. So this person has a lot of feelings going on. Unbeneficial feelings that are not existing in the moment, creating stagnation, and it needs to be dealt with so that they can be in the moment again. They can visualize that the energies are flowing. That's going to be difficult because they will have some forgiveness to do. They are going to have to cut loose from the fear. There might be anger, there might be frustration, there might be hopelessness, and all sorts of things that they have given their energies to. They need to cut loose from this. They need to retrieve these energies. They need to clean these energies within themselves. And when they do so, then eventually the cancer would heal itself. But they can speed it up by just visualizing that it's flowing, which is going to be very easy to do now that they have forgiven, and cut themselves loose from all this fear and anger and hate or whatever was going on. There you have healing. It's that simple. You kinda need to put in some effort. Also, it's going to be impossible to put in that effort if we don't know how it works. Personally, I have things I can deal with. I could absolutely deal with some things. And it's totally fine that I don't. I would benefit from accomplishing complete flow within those things, but it has quite some cost. I've taken care of everything that I need to take care of for me to be completely fine. And beyond that, I would prefer to rather focus on other things. I mean, I only have so much time in a day, and should I deal with, you can't deal with everything. Not today, at least. Maybe in a little while, I might feel like dealing with some things, but I'm good for now. So, are you good for now? Do you have one thing, maybe, that needs to be dealt with? Now you know how to do it. It's the same with everything. Any type of health issue or pain, it works in the same way as I just talked about. You might have to think a little bit about it, but essentially what I have said is that you might have some energies to cut and retrieve and clean, and you might have some visualization to do. In the previous video I talked about how you can't take the energies into your moment. You might have done that, then you need to cut yourself loose from it and rather observe it outside of yourself. You need to calm down and visualize. Just visualize. If you have some stagnant energy and you want it to flow, start visualizing from the bottom of the energy. You see it as if it's happening here and now in this moment. It's just the picture of this happening. See it from the bottom of the energy flowing, and then it starts flowing upwards. Everything flowing, till it is neutral, like everything else. There you have it. If you have benefited from this video, kindly consider becoming a supporter. Consider returning the energy. Abundance, health and prosperity to you. Thank you so much.